Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tour de France 23. This is episode 35. After a successful second stage, not only do we lead the Combativity Award with a healthy margin right now, while I know we're not going to keep it long term, we have the King of the Mountains jersey by a healthy margin. To make matters even better, we had a good overall result on the second stage, finishing 7th, and as a result of the combined awards, along with that result, we picked up 35 points on the day, 45 for the tour already, now sitting on 185 points and cracking once again the top 10, which of course after the first race of the year we were in first place, but that quickly fell off to 16th. When we started this Tour de France, we've already climbed back up to 10th. It's been a good race so far. We're ahead of riders like Roglic, who by the end of this tour, especially when he's only 11 points behind me, will be well ahead of me. But things are going well so far. If you missed what the plan was, or missed the last episode entirely, as we are here at the Tour de France, my goal is to win the Combativity Award. Nothing else. I think it's all beyond our means. We're not good enough to win the King of the Mountains. But if I can wear the jersey for a little while, if I can maybe snatch the points jersey for a little bit, we could pick up extra points. I'm 1 point behind Wout van Aert for the points jersey at the moment as we head into stage number 3. For a while, stages 3 and 4 are the last opportunities for me to get into a break before the stages get a little bit shorter and we go into recovery mode for a little while. So we've got 2 more flat stages coming up. We'll see how flat they are in a moment. First off the front, only one off the front. I'm now 2 minutes ahead of the peloton, solo, without a single other rider having attacked. This could be a long day for me, but it would mean very easy points, as there's 2, 1, 2, and 2 points at the beginning of this stage. So I could pick up very quickly another 7 points, and then there's 1 at the end of the stage. By that point, I wouldn't be bothered by it. If I'm going solo, then I'm getting a huge gain in that combativity compared to everybody else. What I am also getting, though, is a whole lot of fatigue, and that gap continues to grow, so I'm nearly 3 minutes out. It's looking like I'm going to be solo for the first time. Final 500 meters, no need to push because we are solo. Coming up on 4 minutes gap over the field. I've already had to use a little bit of gel. I'm low on energy, but we're going to have a descent here in a little bit to try to recover. I'll go ahead and manage that descent and try to maximize recovery while I'm at it. But Cross attacked, took the final point. Will he go back to the peloton, or is he going to keep chasing and try to get back to me? For now, he's out to a minute plus, and it looks like he's decided he wants to join me. He'll be the first repeat breakaway rider. The longer it takes for him to reach us, the more kilometers we get. But coming up over the next climb, still solo. Cross is 2:15 behind. Peloton's now 5 minutes behind. As I sped things up, I pushed a little harder than I would want, but we're going to get a little more recovery again here on this descent. After 50k, Cross has finally caught up to me. We have a 5-minute advantage over the peloton. So Cross is not working as we head forward. He's making me do almost all the work here. He's been rather useless. He chased a long time, so he might be a bit more fatigued. He was quite a ways behind before he ever attacked. We'll see how that plays out, but here he is now going for it. And he's going way too early, so you really can't be going full gas yet. Here he comes on stronger. Now 300, and yeah, we don't have enough. Nope, he got it. Gains 1 point. But we already had 3 before he ever got up here. He did pick up 1 point earlier, so we're at 4. He's at 3 for the day. Think about a day like today for the intermediate sprint, and I'm not sure Cross is even going to bother going for it, but we'll push here at some point. Yeah, he is attacking, so got to go for it. With only 2 riders in the break, the downside to that is you end up with near maximum points for the others. We're going to gain 5 points, and that's it, and then they're going to get to the finish line, and Wout van Aert's going to finish, 3rd or 5th or something, and I'm exhausted from 3 days in the break already. I'm not going to have much left in the tank. I probably won't even be in the group by that point and lose more time today. If I am in the group, I doubt I'll be very competitive and see how little maximum red bar that I already have at this point. 1.3k from the top of the last Cat 3 of the day. Last big points. Last chance for Cross to gain anything on me today. At minimum, I'm taking 1 point though, and he's been doing all the work on this climb, giving me a better opportunity. We're 5 minutes ahead of the peloton. At some point he's going to attack here. I just don't have much firepower to attack anymore. It's only his second day in the break. There we go. Now he's attacking. Okay, trying to come through. Can we come through? Yes, we can. Good. Maximum points again. Coming up on the top of the final climb of the day, it's only 1 point, and we're only 38 seconds ahead of the peloton, so definitely no hopes for winning today, especially with how little energy I have. But we'll follow Cross, we'll attack soon, try to get that last point. 400 meters, here we go. Wait. Oh, come on, there it goes. Yeah, Cross isn't even interested. He didn't have the energy. 20k from the finish, not enough energy. Well, let's go ahead and ride solo. Let's get away from Cross, get those kilometers away from him, and just hang on for whatever kilometers we have left. Hopes of the green jersey are... Dreams of the green jersey are not going to happen. It's not going to be a thing, but we'll just strengthen our lead on that combativity, stay away as long as we can here. And I was hoping to get over the top still with something left and being able to descend a little bit to keep some pace and stay ahead. For now, it's a 30-second gap. They'll come at me fairly soon when they decide they want to push for it, but 17k to go from the finish. This makes 3 successful stages in the break. We're going to have to try to squeeze out one more. I have a feeling stage 4 is not going to go terribly well. 2 seconds ahead. We got almost a full additional kilometer out of that, so that was good. But I'm completely exhausted for the finish. Try to recover a little bit. Follow Dainese. See what sort of pace we're setting. Can we get any recovery in, or are we just going to get dropped? Either way, getting dropped means losing time, meaning they're not threatened by us. They don't seem to be threatened by us in this race anyway. Or staying up and getting a good finish because they're not setting a high tempo. Means maybe, just maybe, we still have a chance at the green jersey, and it's not happening because there you go. The drop is on, out of energy.
5 kilometers for the peloton.
And I do go out the back, so I will lose a little bit of time today, it looks. Philipsen takes a win ahead of Ewan, Jakobsen, Pedersen, Sagan, Cavendish, Nizzolo. Well, Van Aert's not picking up points. Vanderpool gets 13th, right behind, right ahead of Sivakov. Mine all the way down to 15th. So, does that mean without those guys picking up points, the 20 that I picked up today might actually put me in the green jersey for a day? It's possible. Last 300 meters. Ready, set, bike throw! I forgot a key stat about sprint stages. They have extra points available at the finish line. It's 50 for the win. So, huge gap. 43 points with Philipsen picking up 13, and then the stage win, 50. That's going to be enough for him to take it. So in the general classification, things are unchanged. Actually, Sivakov technically up to 7th now, but no matter on that part. He's just in the group of 14-second followers. I have the KOM lead still with a 20-point advantage over Cross, now 28 overall. And yes, I'm second on the points classification, so I did eclipse Van Aert. I move ahead of him, but Philipsen jumps me, and with another 50 points on the next stage, it ain't happening, folks. I'm never going to see that points jersey that's okay. Like I said, I was not coming here for those other jerseys. It's just borrowing them for a short period of time. The big thing that I'm after is the combativity. Crass picks up significant kilometers. I still had more than he had today. I'm now on 525. He's on 280. Others are on 168. Most of the field, outside of 8 riders, have virtually nothing. The 102 for Saritza is nothing. Vandenberg 111, nothing. Dombrowski 124. Those are all small totals. One more stage to accumulate another 150, 160 or so will put me at a pretty healthy advantage on that. That should last a while. It should last a number of stages while I try to recover and have a go later on in this race once again. Another 10 points on the day puts me now at 195 for the season. Vanderhoorn and Velasco are with me in the breakaway today. Super boring stage. 1K to go from the top. All of the difficulty is here early on. I need to get up behind Vanderhoorn's already going. What the heck? Just as I'm not following. Let's follow him now once again. 500 meters. Ooh, I'm going deep though. I don't know if I'm going to get my 1 point for today, but yeah, I'm not. Velasco gets it.
You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
Just the fatigue part. It was 1 point, not a big deal. Intermediate sprint, I'm not going to bother. It's just a rough day. I'll take the 17 points. Philipsen takes the win ahead of Jakobsen, Milan, Ewan, and I'm last place again today. Following 4 stages, it's Vanderpool who leads from Pidcock, Vingegaard, Van Aert, Pogačar, and Sivakov up another spot now, 6th place. Of course, KOM that I'm trying to hang on to for a little while, 20-point advantage. And ultimately, it's the combativity that I'm after. 673 kilometers so far. Great head start in this competition, but it's time to rest and recover a bit. Sitting this one out, but not entirely sure. The team might try to put me in the break and have me collect points. We'll see what happened with that quick stage. Kept the KOM, huh? Stibar got 20 points. Champs-Elysées, Leknesund all picked up big points on the day. I got no points today. I picked up 9 points at the intermediate sprint. So does that mean I was in the break or I just picked up the 9 points? Okay, combativity. Sepulveda in the break. Velasco in the break. Those two were after. Vandenberg, another repeat. Crass was in the break today. I was in the break for 87 kilometers. That means I didn't really recover anything. Stage classification. Martinez took stage ahead of Carapaz, Vingegaard, and we were nowhere near. Oh my. Sivakov was 418 down. So there goes GC. We sit out 1 day attempting to recover. Not only do we not recover, but Sivakov loses a ton of time. In the GC, it's now Martinez who leads from Vingegaard, Pogačar, Evenepoel, and Hindley. Those front 9 guys that I was talking about, front 8 guys, are all still there. We fall away. So Sivakov's now 19th overall. I'm 72nd overall. It looks like I'm sick from the indicator there, that little yellow one next to my face cam here. I have an 8-point lead in the KOM. Still a healthy-ish lead in the combativity, but it got a bit smaller. Cross definitely the one who was closing in on it. Picked up no points on the day, still sitting on 185. Stage 6 is just a hands-off stage. We're not going to perform well here. I'm probably losing the mountain jersey today, but we want to rest. Let's just hope that I did not, again, try to get in the breakaway. Vingegaard has won the stage ahead of Pogačar and Evenepoel. Sivakov was 31st, 3.5 minutes down. GC gone. KOM. Soren Kragh Andersen picks up 28 points today, getting the bulk of them. Stuyven picked up 10. Pogačar 8. Looks like I got nothing on the day. Looks like we did finally rest for a change. No, I spent 67 kilometers in the breakaway today, getting 16th. Not what I want to have happening. It's like I almost have to go out there and just suck it up and sit on and recover. Otherwise, AI is just going to screw me over, as they have. I don't think I've gotten any recovery out of the 2 stages because it looks like we've attempted to go in the break and then we've done extremely poorly trying to be in the break. combativity standings for now, though. I'm still doubling up on everybody else. Sepulveda and Cross, the only ones that are really encroaching in on it. But there's definitely, on down through about Einhorn, have a decent amount of kilometers so far. Next up is another sprint stage. I was looking to continue the recovery trend. We'll see what actually happens, as I'm probably going to sit this one out. We've got a rest day coming up after that. It's another breakaway, or flat sprint stage, that is. Is it another breakaway day for us?
Lads. You pulled off a
Cockard
great
got
performance
5th.
today.
Nice.
Getting into the top 5 of this stage is a good result.
I finished 41st in the bunch. Only 1 point, but I'd already lost that jersey. I was not in the breakaway today, so no time in the breakaway today. 155 kilometers gained, but the 3 riders were not a threat to the combativity. So for that, it's a good day. Finally. As things stand in the overall, after 1 week of the tour and a rest day coming up, I should expect to be ready to go again following that, but I don't know what the next stage is that I want to attack on. Vingegaard leads from Martinez, Pogačar, Evenepoel, Vlasov. We're out of contention with Sivakov down in 19th, 8 minutes behind. I'm 90th at an hour and 9 minutes behind. I'm only 1 point, or I'm level with Søren Kragh Andersen, so I could actually still, if I go back after this rest and resume, I could retake that KOM for a time. What I'm looking for with one of the stage profiles is a very early Cat 1 that I could get into the breakaway on and go claim a Cat 1 by being the first rider off the front. I would love to see that happen, as that's one of the ways to earn points, or to earn attribute points, that we have yet to succeed on. Still very much in contention to put the jersey back on for a time being. Kragh Andersen got 28 points on literally 1 stage, and we did that on 4 stages. Well, really 3 stages, right? Philipsen too far ahead in the points to be able to steal that jersey for a time. But after 1 week, we do have a healthy lead in the combativity, and I should be at least a little bit refreshed to go out again and pick up some more kilometers. It's just going to be a matter of picking our timing. We've got some big mountain stages coming up. They're going to be hefty ones. This second week is going to be the toughest. We're going to bypass quite a few of those stages, but certainly not all. Cockard's performance on that last stage adds some points to our total. We sit 12th overall, 100 points ahead of Movistar. We've remained there. We've slowly closed in on Trek and Bahrain Victorious in this race. So that part's good. That we have managed to close up on them, and we have a chance to break into the top 10 of the standings in our first year as a World Tour team, more or less. I'd say we're still kind of a Continental Pro team that's now just picked up the invites. If we make some improvements to our squad, then one could maybe consider us a World Tour team at that point. But for now, pretty happy, pretty satisfied where the team is at. And I have 100. I have half of the team's points on the year with 195. Still sitting 14th. I dropped back down, but still up there. It's the sprinters that have eclipsed my total here of late to bump me from 10th back on down. Depending on my fatigue levels, we don't have our rest day yet. It's going to be after stage 9, so we're still going to be tired. I have a feeling one stage 8, is a good opportunity to go out and collect a bit more. 201k, it's the longest of the next 6 stages. It's also a chance to regain the KOM for a time, even though it's minimal points. It's also a quick day, so let's go out there and do it. Take advantage of that situation. After the rest, I think stage 11 is the next opportunity that we want to get into the break. There's no big opportunities for much of anything other than, stage 10. We could go pick up KOM points and help keep that jersey for a little while potentially, but ultimately that's not the game. It's not the game we're after. We certainly don't want to be in a breakaway on, say, stage 13. It's short, steep climb. We're not going to fare well. But the 2 longest stages are 8 and 11, the sprint stages. Those are probably good days to be in the break. 9's a good one, but without the rest, I think it's going to be much too much for us. So let's see where we're at here for stage 8. Oh, my recovery is complete. I am back to full strength. That's awesome. That is fantastic. Okay, maybe I will go for both stages 8 and 9 onto the break. Peloton was not interested in a 4-man break. Tried. I went for recovery, saw 4 guys off the front, and suddenly they decided 4 guys was okay. I was part of a 4-man break 6 different times. 7th time was the charm. Well, actually, it was more like 8th time. They caught one group there, and I was waiting for the best opportunity to try after I was in every attempt. So today, not going according to plan, I do pick up some kilometers for combativity, but not much. Disappointing day for that. But the riders that are in the break, Turgis, Kosnefroy, Ghana, Mohoric, none of them are a threat to the combativity at least, as none of them have been in breaks previously. So I'll take that small victory. Means I'm not going to catch the KOM today, but with the fact that we have recovered and that I haven't expended that much energy today, I should be well fresh for an attempt tomorrow to get in the breakaway. We are 46 seconds behind the breakaway as we head towards the final King of the Mountains point of the day. It's only 1 point, but as I'm level, all I need is 1 point to have the jersey. And with a 44-second gap and the front group breaking up, it feels like I've got a chance. I've got a chance still to get in position and go claim that 1 point today. So I'm going to go all in on that, not on the finish line. We've got 44 seconds behind them and just 2 riders left off the front now. Just 20 seconds behind as we hit the 5K banner. We've got a descent to come, so it's going to be hard to gain on the descent. But as soon as we hit that climb, I feel like I'm going to be in a good position to try to attack. We'll follow these front guys leading the chase for now, 12 seconds behind. And this is actually giving me recovery, setting me up nicely for the climb. We are 200 meters behind, 2.3K from the top of the climb. Ooh, gosh, that was AI poorly taken. We'll be at the base of the descent with 1.5K, just 10 seconds behind. I think I've got a great chance to take it. But I did not follow well through there at all. Oh, come on, now I'm stuck in the crowd. And now there's a push. And I'm stuck in the crowd. I am very much stuck in the crowd here. Up just a little bit as we... Nope. Mohoric is still there. No point. For one, I'm stuck in the crowd. 2, we didn't end up catching the 2 front riders. 1 held on in Mohoric. Got the point for the day. Now we're just 8K from the finish line. And now I'm thinking about trying to win a stage of the Tour de France. Go and recover. Gel up. Let's actually just have everyone gel up. That's both feeds, both gels used for everyone. We got 5K. Right at the front, perfectly positioned now. But apparently I had a fall on one of the previous days and I'm still recovering from it. We're not quite back to full strength. 3K to go. Oh, it's gotten big, it's gotten wide. It's looking like a sprinter's kind of day. Let's tell all my teammates to attack except for me. And you can see he is trying to attack. 1.2K. Oh, I'm getting squeezed. There we go. 700 meters. I'm not going to have quite enough to get to the finish. And I can't go full strength. So, well placed on the finish. But Pedersen takes the stage. Guard got 8th on the stage. That'll pick up some points. I was only 20th in the end. Johannesson got 17th. No change in the standings. No change in the KOM as Craig Anderson level on points, but has the jersey. It's not how it's supposed to work, isn't it? Whoever has the points, you have to exceed it to take it. Am I right on that? Anyway, whatever the case may be, we are fresh enough to go in the breakaway on the next stage and try to take that jersey back temporarily. I do pick up a small amount of kilometers on the day to get me up to 840 with a 400 kilometer advantage on the combativity following 8 stages of the Tour de France, and I'm planning on going into the breakaway again for stage number 9, one of the longest mountain stages of this tour. We'll see how long I can hang in there with that one. It's going to be potentially an interesting stage. It was unfortunate that we couldn't get in the breakaway for this stage, though we did pick up some kilometers at the beginning, probably 20 or so, but at least it kept us fresh, I guess, for stages to come. We got a rest stage coming, so I'm all in for the next stage. I'm trying to get into that one, focus on that one. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm happy with how things have progressed, because all along I said K1 was not the target, points jersey was not the target, it's just the combativity. And on that front, things are going great. Would have been nice to be in that breakaway and gotten extra, 150 kilometers on the stage and have nearly 1,000 kilometers at this point. That being said, we're still in a great position for that. We also, unexpectedly, are still in a good position for the King of the Mountains. We need 1 point on the next stage, depending on what happens with Craig Anderson. All we need is 1 point to get that away from him. All we need is no Stibar, no Champs-Elysées, no Armorel in that breakaway, and we could have it at the end of stage number 9 and get it back on our backs for a little while anyway, pick up some additional points. Speaking of points, jumped our grand total from 140-ish at the start of this race to 195 already. We've picked up about 55 points so far in this race. As a team, we've jumped to 406 points. Cockard, the latest, grabbing some points for the team, 15 more today, keeping us in 12th place. And really kind of pulling ahead Total Energies this past Movistar, but by 7 points. We gained 15 on the day, so we actually extended our advantage over 13th place, and Trek and Bahrain Victorious are right there in contention. We're closing up on EF at the moment, closing up on Groupama FDJ. We could see ourselves climbing as high as 8th. I doubt it. Big mountain stages to come are not going to be friendly to us, so week 2 could be a dangerous stretch for our team, where we go backwards a bit in the standings. But if I can come out of that in a decent enough position, still in combativity, as we hit that final week, I should. It looks like I should be able to get it. So that's going to be a big win for us. We're accumulating points, unlike some of the other major races where we just got our butts handed to us. We're doing it the hard way, but we're doing it. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.